Hello, this is Sarah, Painter Creator here. Hope you're having a lovely day, doing whatever you're doing. It's a very changeable day here, and my energy levels are probably on the floor. So we've got times where I've got this beautiful sunshine, and then the next minute it's absolutely hammering down with rain. The Great British weather. So today I'm just using a little bit of my Creative Peak watercolour paper. It's round about quarter of a sheet of an A4. Creative Peak, I find a really good quality paper for everyday practice on. It works out about 25p a sheet. I think it's around about £16 at Amazon for 64 sheets of paper, which I don't think is too bad for keeping me out of mischief. And then obviously I'm using my cotton watercolour set that I always do. These are good quality paints for the price, and you can just either refill them with little tubes of paint, or you can buy a new half pan. These are all half pans because they're square. The big pans are rectangular. I'm just going to wake them up with my little spritzer bottle. It's actually a repurposed Febreze bottle that's very noisy but cheap and cheerful. What else will you need today? You'll need some paper towel and a big mop brush for starting off, and some clean water, and we're just going to drop on some water just to help us. And I'm going for some indigo today. Lovely, luscious indigo. It's the most beautiful colour. And I've just lifted my board flatter, and I'm just going to get some thicker paint to drop around the outside, top and bottom, just letting it do its thing. And then I'm going to get my little bit of paper towel, and I'm just going to soak up some of that across the middle and let it dry. I might just soak this bottom edge up as well. So this one's best if you just let it dry naturally for as long as you possibly can. I'm on, as I said, I'm on a very slight, I'm just going to miss that. I might just turn it round. I just don't want that dripping further down. Put it back on an angle. Right, just see what we're going to do it this way. I'm just going to darken that top, because while it's wet we can do anything. Just going to darken these bits. Right, I am going to leave this to dry for a little bit, and I might finish it off afterwards. So time to put the kettle on. So I've just dried this off now with a hairdryer. I let it stand as long as I could, and we've got this beautiful backdrop that we could basically do anything with. So I'm just going to reach over and get my small mop brush. I always wet them before I start painting. I just think it's nicer, really. And I'm just going for some more indigo, and I'm just going to really loose. And then I'm going to drop in a little bit of cerulean blue into that indigo just to lighten it a little bit, and you'll see the difference when this is lighter. I'm just going to soften this into this background here. Just clean water. I just drop a little bit more indigo into there. So as you can see, we've got basically some distant hills, some a bit of water of some description in there, and once again you can either let it dry, or as I think it's Rebel Unicorn says, make it dry. I'm going to make this one dry, so I'll be back after I've dried it off with my hairdryer. So we're dry. And for this one, I'm going to just grab another piece of paper towel and an old toothbrush. It's a really interesting addition to the little bit of fun that we have. So I've got my Dr. Martens Bleed Proof, and I'm just going in with my toothbrush. So I wet my toothbrush first, just going in with my toothbrush, scrape off some of that excess. It's a bit messy, but messy's sometimes lots of fun. And then I'm just going to swipe oh, how fun is that? Yeah, just swiping and enjoying. So because it's in water, I want that to reflect on here, so I'm going to cover it, and same again, a little bit on there, and I've got a nighttime sky. How lovely is that? So a tiny bit of paint, a tiny piece of paper. You could do this on any size paper. One colour basically, and a bit of Dr. Martens white, and look at what you've got. How lovely is that in under 10 minutes painting time? So have fun, enjoy. Just like, subscribe if you'd like to join and support